One thing I've said on the channel multiple times, best thing about being a model railway collector or enthusiast is finding second-hand bargains. Everything in model railway is so expensive that is new tooled. You know, a brand new locomotive, if you've seen my Big Jim unboxing and running, you'll know how expensive that model was, £230 with a discount at the retailers. Everything is over £200 now in terms of locomotive. I remember when I was young, you could get a locomotive for between £80 and £100. Nowadays, you're paying that kind of money for just a new tooled coach. So I love going to different places, finding different secondhand steels and bringing them back to the layout and getting them running. And that is exactly what I'm going to be doing again today, because over the last couple of weeks, I've been on holiday. I went to Yorkshire and I spent a lot of time at the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. Now, whilst I was there, there was a model stand at Pickering station, as you can see by some of the footage that I took. There was loads of rolling stock, different locomotives. Some of it were new, but some stuff was unused or used but barely used. Hopefully that makes sense. But they were called DPP model railways. They're based in York. And yeah, I ended up spending quite a bit of money. I spent £175, which I know is a lot, but it was my holidays and I'd saved some money for that particular occasion, because you never know what you're going to find when you go on these excursions. So with a small budget, based on what I've accumulated, you're going to see the amount of stuff I got. So it's going to be very rolling stock heavy, but there is a little surprise at the end that I can't wait to show you. And that was where I picked up the best value. So let's get into what I purchased. I'm really excited to show you and get it all on the layout. I've got a plan about how I'm going to showcase every single item on the layout today. And we're going to get 5 locomotives running as well, which is going to be really good, including Big Jim. So join me as we go through all of the items. All right, so here are all the items of rolling stock in one shot for you. I've left the surprise out of this shot because I'm going to reveal that at the end. But as you can see, I picked up loads of different items. I've got no idea where I'm going to store them yet because I am running out of space. But I'm going to give you a bit of a price breakdown of what I paid and also what it compares to online with different prices I could find at different websites. But also I'll talk to you about why I purchased them as well, just to give you a bit of an idea too. So we're going to start with the coaches and then we'll get on to the wagons. So as you can see, I've bought 3 BR Mark 1 Bachmann coaches, different liveries, and they're all brakes. And that is because I have got sets of these coaches, 4 or 5, but I haven't got brakes with any of them. So I have to mix and match. So I'm really happy that I managed to find 3 different brakes, and I'm going to take you through the prices now. So I've got this BR brown liveried one. I love the fact that it's got the first class and the no smoking symbols on. It's coded with a W, so that means it's Western, which is cool. And it's got both couplings on. This came unboxed and it was £10, which I was really happy with. Online, the cheapest one I could find was at TMC, and that was £30 pre-owned. Now, obviously, these ones would be boxed. My one was unboxed, but still a lot of savings there. Similarly, I bought this BR brake coach as well, and this one actually had some BR doors on the back with a lamp fitted, so that was a nice sort of added bonus. Again, similar style to this Bachmann coach, and I paid again £10 as it was unboxed. It is missing a coupling hook at the front, but that's minor, and it's got some good wheels on it as well that are pretty much brand new, so I was really happy with that too. Online, the cheapest one I could find was at Ron Lines, and that was £24.50 used and boxed, so again, making some good savings there for sure. And lastly, I've got the Southern Region BR Green Mark 1 as well. And as you can see, there were some different prices on this. £17.50 was there, but I paid £15, which again, if I paid £10 for each of these unboxed, I'm effectively paying £5 extra for it to be boxed, because all of these are obviously second-hand and used. But again, I've checked the wheels, they're pretty good as well. So always look for rolling stock with decent wheels on if you can. Online, again, the cheapest one I could find was TMC's pre-owned range. This was on eBay and that was £29.40. And again, yeah, making lots of savings there naturally. And now we're going to move on to the wagons. Okay, we're going to start with the boxed ones first. And as you can see, I've added two BR brown liveried vans, none of which I actually have. I think they're all different running numbers, which is good. Always try and look for that too, as much as I can. Here are the product codes as well. And I paid £15 for each of these. Now, looking online, the Hornby van I saved decent money on. I found one on eBay from Redcar Models and Hobbies, and this one was £23, but it was new. Now, the Bachmann one that I found was again from TMC's pre-owned list. This was £15 used. So again, I paid a similar price, so I didn't actually make much savings there. But even so, not too bad to get two more BR Brown vans. And actually, this puts my rake up to a really healthy 11. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing that run together today. And as you can see, the last couple of boxed wagons I got were these BR grey liveried vans, which, sorry, not vans, wagons. What am I talking about? And yeah, again, I'm trying to build up my fleet of these wagons, but these are very difficult to find for good value. As you can see, the two places where I did find them, one was at Hampshire Models. This was the actual model that I have. This one was used. It was £15.23, but out of stock. And then I found another one that was similar on TMC, pre-owned again, £13.33. And again, that was out of stock. And although all of these are the same product code, to actually get three in one hit with good wheels on, and that, I think that brings my fleet up to 9. And I look for pristine wagons. I'm trying to, I think in the future I'm going to get rid of my weathered wagons because, listen, at Heritage Railways most of the stuff that runs is pristine. So I want all pristine BR grey liveried wagons to run as a set. So I'm looking out for these as much as I can. But yeah, I was pretty happy, £10 each, because they're very difficult to find online. Right, let's get on to the unboxed wagons now. And as you can see, we've got a right variety here. And the reason why there's a big variety is because, as you can see in the clip, these wagons were all just random in a big box. So what I decided to do, I just kept popping back each day because this bloke was there throughout the whole 2 weeks I was there. He was there alongside Tornado's visit. And yeah, he just kept putting different wagons out each day. So I kept coming back and I ended up buying quite a few. But all of these wagons I paid £5 for. So really, really happy with that. And again, good wheels on lots of them. And you can see by the couplings, obviously the NEM coupling ones, they're going to be more sort of modern ones. Whereas these ones, I mean, you've got two mainline ones and then you've got a Hornby Southern Region one. I think I've already got this one, but hey, there's no harm in having two Southern Railway wagons, right? So yeah, I'll show you the prices of these ones because these, you know, they range online between £5 and £8. So in and around the region that I've paid myself for them. But these ones, let's start with the GWR van. I found one online from TMC once again, and that was £17.10 used, so pretty good saving there. I also found an LMS liveried van too, and that was the same model as mine. And that was on MGR Model Railways, and that was £12.99 used as well. And the final one was the 20-ton BR brake van, and I found that on Helm Hobbies UK. That was on the eBay site, and that was £14.50 used. So overall, I'm really happy with the money that I saved on these. And again, you know, they've got some little marks and stuff on the roofs, but if I'm not getting weathered stuff, I don't mind, you know, little marks and stuff because it just makes them look like they've been used, which obviously all Heritage Railway stuff has been. So yeah, really, really happy with this little haul there. And I'm going to get all of that running in one train as well, which will be good. So yeah, right, let's move on to the surprise edition, which I never had in my head to buy, but as you can see, I bought another locomotive. I know it's becoming an unhealthy habit recently. I've bought so many locomotives this year, so I think this will be it for now until my pre-orders arrive at the end of the year and maybe at the start of next year. But when I saw the price of this model and the model that it was, I just could not turn it down. It's always a bit of a risk buying second-hand models, especially locomotives, because you don't know if they're going to run correctly. And yeah, I was assured that they'd all been tested and they all were working as intended, even though the price was low. So the model I bought was a G2A, and I'm really happy that I only paid £50 for this. Now online, with the nature of it being an older model, you can actually find these used for £84.95, and I found this example on Footplate and it was DCC fitted as well. So I'm going to take it out of the box briefly just to show you. First thing to note is I haven't got an 080 in my collection, so that's a unique aspect for me. I also haven't got a preserved model, so this will go straight into my own preservation fleet, which adds a completely new look. London North Western Railway locos are always quite intriguing, and this particular one is actually very popular. Obviously their nickname is the Super D, because they were extremely powerful locos in real life. But as you can see, it's in absolute pristine condition. There is nothing wrong with the model, that nothing has dropped off, nothing's broken off or fallen off to what I can see. The wheels and the pickups look pretty good. There's no sort of fluff or filth on them, which is good. I think the brake rigging's just popped out of place there, but that's an easy fix. But as you can see, it's got pre-fitted fireman and driver in there, which is great. That's always a nice bonus. Cab detail's pretty good too for a model produced in 2015. But the most surprising aspect about this was actually this piece of paperwork in here, because it already had a decoder in it. And I don't think these models were sold actually pre-fitted unless the retailer done them themselves. So I bought this thinking that, oh, I'm going to have to put a decoder in it, and now I don't have to. So I'm really, really excited to get this running on the layout. It's going to look very, very different to anything in my collection, which is another reason why I was intrigued to buy it. So yeah, an absolute steal. So in terms of savings then, if I was to buy everything that I'd purchased online, and that's me assuming that I'm paying £5 for each of the unboxed wagons, I would have paid a massive £296.67. But instead, as you can see, I only paid £175, which meant I saved a massive £121.67. So really, really good savings there. And now we're going to get everything on the layout, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do the running session. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is show you the G2A underneath the coal tower. It looks fantastic now it's on the layout. I'm really excited to give this a proper run. Obviously it's an old model, it's secondhand, so no need to run in on this occasion. We're just going to get it going immediately. And that is going to pull my set of BR brown liveried vans. And I wonder if you can find my two new ones. They are a bit mixed up in there, but it brings my total rake of vans to 11, which looks really good actually from here. So yeah. And just before the G2A sets off, we're going to bring the standard 2 with the 3 Mark 1 BR greens into platform 2, and that will set off once the G2A gets to Goathland Mount. And as you can see, if I zoom in a little bit more, Leander is waiting there with a passenger train. So once the G2A has arrived, Leander will pull the opposite direction back to Queensbury. And that leaves the final 2 locomotives in the running session today. We're going to have no WD austerity. It's going to be Big Jim pulling the grey liveried BR open wagon set. That is currently over on the desk because I can't fit it on the layout at the moment. We'll have to wait for the G2A and Leander to finish. And we're going to have the Ginty. That is going to pull my now mixed freight set, which is in Scaledale sidings. And just to bulk it up a little bit, I've added my 2 brand new Rapido Open C GWR wagons as well as a towed van. So that's made a nice little mixed goods set over there. Right guys, we're going to get ready for the running session. Hopefully it will look really cool with lots of different locos and different kind of liveried rolling stock all moving around. And yeah, we're going to start off with the G2A and send that round for its first proper haulage. Here we go. All right, guys, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. That is going to be the conclusion to the running session of this secondhand steels video. I'm just going to give you some brief information on what's going to happen in terms of content over the next couple of weeks. I'm actually not going to be uploading any videos, extended videos, until Sunday, the 30th of August. Now, the main reason for that is because it is crunch time for my master's submission. The final submission is on the 27th of August, and I've got essentially 2 weeks from the day I'm recording this, which is Thursday, to get that done. And I want to just put all of my effort and dedication into making sure I get the best result I can for myself. And then after that submission day has passed, the process will finally be over. And I can dedicate a lot more time to creating content that people will enjoy, whether that be model railway or heritage railway, whatever it might be. It just takes a lot of time sometimes to make a video that's entertaining, that people might want to watch. And I just haven't got that time over the next couple of weeks. So I hope you guys understand. And like I said, I'll be back to my usual uploading schedule, Wednesday, Sunday, the moment that process is finished. So take this as an opportunity to maybe investigate some of my other videos on the channel. I've uploaded so much content this year that it might be worthwhile having a look through and seeing if there's anything you haven't watched, and that would be very much appreciated. But for now, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. I will upload some short videos just of random bits of content that I've created, just to try and, keep some contact with YouTube over the next couple of weeks. But for now, I will see you again on the 30th of August. And thanks again for all your support. Take care, guys. All the best.